Here's exactly how my clients sign 2 to 4 clients every single week using this step-by-step DM strategy. And I should be charging you for this, but I'm nice and I'm not going to. Now, I'm gonna give you 3 different things. First things first, I'm gonna give you the DM theory. Second thing, I'm gonna give you the DM script. And third thing, I'm gonna teach you how to use the DM script so you don't sound like a robot. DM theory. My DM theory is very simple. I only engage with people that engage with me first. Whether that's followed me on social media, liking my content, watching my stories, commenting on my videos, or sent me a DM first. I never go out to hashtags. I never go to Facebook groups. I never try to be a door-to-door salesman because I hate when people do that to me, so I'm not gonna do it to them. I mean, if you're gonna go to random people on hashtags, you may as well knock on your neighbor's door and ask him if he wants to buy a fat loss program, because that's equally as effective. And so the overarching theory of how you send DMs is you never, ever, ever send a DM to somebody that hasn't engaged with you first. Whether that's followed you, liked your content, engaged with you on social media in some sort of way, sent you a DM, whatever, they have to have engaged with you first. Now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about where to find leads. First place you wanna find leads is your Instagram DMs. These are people that have already engaged with you or already sent you a DM, they're super hot. Second place you wanna find leads is people that have voted on your Instagram story polls. These are people that are showing some level of intent of engaging with you, otherwise they wouldn't have voted. Third place you wanna look is people that are commenting on your Instagram videos or posts. The reason for this is they showed some sort of interest by commenting because they could have just scrolled, but they didn't. The fourth place you wanna go is people that are liking your Instagram posts or reels. The reason for this is they're showing interest by liking your content other than scrolling. And the fifth place you wanna go is new followers. These are people that are coming into your audience, you just wanna send them a message saying thanks for the follow. And the last place that you wanna go, if you absolutely must, is Instagram story views. These are people that are watching your content, they might not wanna reach out to you yet, but they're still watching your stories. And if all of these things, if you run out of leads, I'm gonna give you one more place you can go, and that's your follower list. I tend not to do this unless I absolutely have to, but your Instagram followers, the reason they followed you is because they resonate with you on some level. So sending them a message to build a connection is a good idea if you're running out of leads. Now, let's talk about what to say to start the conversation. It's very simple. Hey Nick, thanks so much for the support of my content. Are you currently on a fitness journey or just enjoying the content? It's literally that easy. There's 100 different variations of this. If you want some variations, go to ChatGPT and ask it for different conversation openers that are just like that. But that's the framework, that's the blueprint, that's how easy it is. Instead of saying thanks for engaging with my content, you can say thanks for following me. Instead of saying thanks for following me, you can say thanks for voting on the poll. Whatever it is, that's how you start the conversation. Now, after you ask that question, my next question that I always like to ask is, what's your story? What got you started in fitness? The reason for this is this question, typically speaking, will get the prospect to open up and share a little bit about who they are. Once the prospect opens up and shares a little bit about who they are, I'll ask the magic question, and that's this. Mind if I ask a couple of questions to see if I can help? Once you ask that question, you're basically in the DM script. From that point, you're getting permission to be the coach, and then you can ask coaching questions. Cool, so what would you say is the #1 struggle that you have in your fitness journey right now? This is gonna identify whether or not the prospect is a good person to join your coaching program, because if somebody isn't struggling, they're not gonna buy. So if they're like, I don't have any struggles, I'm good, move on, find the next person. But if somebody opens up and they're like, well, I've been struggling to lose weight for the last 2 to 5 years and I have no idea what to eat. Cool. Next question. What would you say is your #1 goal in your fitness journey? This is gonna get the prospect to open up about what they'd like to achieve, which will give them a reason to book a call. The next question, okay, perfect. In the next 60 to 90 days, what are the top 2 to 3 results that you're looking for? The reason you wanna ask this question is you wanna give them something tangible that they can grip onto, AKA a reason to book a phone call with you. And the last question you're gonna ask is, would you like some help? And again, we wanna make sure that this person actually is looking for coaching. If you ask this question and they say no, don't try to offer a call. Oftentimes when you ask this question, they're gonna say, what does that look like? And then you're gonna go, tell you what, why don't we do this? Let's set up a quick 10 to 15 minute call. We'll talk about your #1 struggle, your #1 goal, and I'll help you come up with a game plan to achieve your goals. Does that sound good? They say yes, you book the call. Now that's the overall DM script. Most people though use this DM script and they sound like a f***ing robot because they just ask question after question after question after question without having a conversation. And so the last part of this theory that I'm gonna teach you is how to validate, relate, and lean in. What that basically means is when you ask a question and you say, what's your #1 fitness goal right now? And they say, my goal is to lose 20 pounds. We wanna validate that goal first. So step #1 is to validate. 20 pounds, that's a great goal. Validate. Relate. I lost 20 pounds in my own weight loss journey, so I completely get it. Lean in. In the next 60 to 90 days, what are the top 2 to 3 results that you're looking for? So validate means that you're like, totally makes sense, that's a good goal, I love that for you, whatever it is. So we're basically acknowledging what they're saying. Relating is we're relating to what they're saying with a personal story of us or a story of a client. And then leaning in means that we ask the next question in the DM script. If you follow this framework, validate, relate, and lean into every single question, I guarantee you your DMs are gonna go a lot better. You're gonna book a lot more calls because the conversation is gonna feel natural and organic instead of like a fucking robot. And if this concept slightly confuses you, I'll give you a very simple hack that's easy to understand. For validate, you just repeat back what they said in one line and then you're like, got it. Lose 20 pounds? Love that. Validate. Want to see your six pack? That's a great goal. So repeat back what they said and then validate it. Another word for this is called mirroring. We do this on sales calls when we repeat back what the prospect says. So we talked about the overall theory of DMs. I gave you a specific DM script and I also taught you how to use it. And I think that deserves a subscription. So make sure you're subscribed to my channel, turn on post notifications so you never miss a video, and I'll see you in the next one.